Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in our Shadow of the Erdtree walkthrough. We're going to go ahead and from where we left off here at the Grand Altar of Dragon Communion, we are going to head to Castle Front. And we're going to make our way into Shadow Altus. In order to do that, we have to go through Castle Ensis, which is right here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to fight everybody's favorite boss, Rellana. I think we should be able to get to her in this episode. So we should be able to take her out relatively easily, I think. I don't think she's going to be very difficult for us at all. But first, we have a troll. Troll rules apply here. He's going to be a bit extra. But still, troll rules do apply. Extra or no. Oh. Wow, okay. Oh, I should. Oh, you know what? I know what happened. We'll fix that. So I went and I got myself to level 200 because I got tired of losing runes, and I got real tired of basically I just got tired of being upset about losing the runes. So we went ahead and we used our sacred sword. We rune farmed to 200. So these are going to be our stats. We're not going any higher than this. This is where we're going to be. So we forgot to change out a piece of equipment. Also, we're going to change up our great rune now. Now that we're level 200, we're not leveling anymore. We don't need Godric's rune. So we don't need the stats that Godric rune is going to give us. What we would like is to have Rykard's rune. So let's get Rykard's rune. So whenever we kill something, we're going to get some HP back. So we definitely want that. And we got that back. That's perfect. We don't need this anymore. But we're still going to go ahead and use it. There's not really another talisman that our build needs, so we might as well have some extra equip load. Like, we need the equip load. We could take this off and just put on like the Great Jar talisman. That'll give us probably more equip load, but this also gives us extra stamina, which is also really good. And it gives us a moderate amount of HP. Nothing, it's 75 HP, so that's not really a big deal. But it's the equip load and the stamina that we really like from that. So I think we're going to keep that. And everything else here looks good. So activate our great rune. And we're going to go ahead and try this troll. Again, now the troll's not difficult. I'm just kind of a bonehead. So, you know, bonehead moves get bonehead consequences. And as you can see, we got the troll down, and we're gaining HP every time we take something out. So that's just gonna help keep us from having to constantly use our flasks to top off. So from here, from this bridge, you pop into that rune, grab your rune, and we're gonna go ahead and head off inside. First though, we're gonna come over to the left, and we're gonna grab Somber 1. Head up these stairs. Hope everybody's having a great day today. We're gonna make everybody's day just a little bit better. We're gonna take out some bosses here. So we got 2 bosses on deck. I guess technically one is an invasion and then one is a boss. We might be able to get some extra content done in Shadow Altus. That all depends on how quickly we get through Rellana and the Moonrathal Knight. If we're able to get them down pretty quickly, then we should have no problem taking on the Fire Knight Quellen for his second invasion, and progressing his quest a little bit. So from here, we're going to go into this room, and we're going to grab this chest. My buttons are all messed up. If you haven't noticed, I will be slowly uploading Wu Chang videos. I am absolutely in love with the game. The art style, the voice acting, the gameplay, it's all really good. I really enjoy it. We're gonna go ahead and pick up the Castle Cross message, activate the cross, pick up another Scooby snack, and I don't know if we have enough Scooby snacks to level that up, but we can check. We'll go ahead and check here. We do. All right. So our Scooby snacks are going to be at level 7. Want to kind of avoid that night since we rested at the Grace. But from here, we'll just take this guy out, drop down, grab the knot resin, drop down again, drop down again. We're going to kill these dogs. Grab your arrows. Go ahead, go to the right. Gonna want to jump this gap. Grab yourself a Starlight Shard. From there, find the gap again. Pop there. Pop there. We're gonna go ahead and grab this piece of candy right here. And this piece of candy right here. We're gonna go up these stairs here. Now there's going to be an ambush there, and there's a Mesmer Knight there. So take out our ambush, and now the Mesmer Knight. And then from here, we're back out to the gate front. Ah, I'm still in Wuchang mode. To interact with items in Wuchang, you press A. I'm still trying to press A. There is a piece of loot that's over there. Let's see if we can figure out how to get it. So we got this piece of loot here. Goofy ass dog. And then we have a knight down here that we need to fight again. Take him out. Then, where's that loot? I think it's up there. There's another piece of loot over there. I think we get that later. But I saw it hanging down. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I don't usually miss loot. But if I do miss something, I usually figure it out, and then we post it in a cleanup episode a little bit later towards the end, with there not being any sort of like definitive like point of no return for the DLC. It'll probably be in a subsequent episode once I figure out how to get there. Now there is a dog in these bushes here that you can't quite target until it comes out, which is a little bit annoying. And then we've got a bunch of these mage dudes here that like to phase in and out. That makes them really annoying to deal with. There's one more down here. Where are you at, buddy? All right, so we'll go up top. We'll take out his friend. Sentry torch works really well. Unfortunately, I don't have it on me, so a little bit gimped. There's a page up here. Alright. I should definitely not go directly from recording Wu Chang into recording Elden Ring. All right, now we have the Moonrithel Knight here. Homie had a bad day. It's all right. We all have bad days. Gonna come over here and we're going to steal the ghost's thingy. Rellana's cameo. So that will boost like your wing stance. Any sort of like charged ability where like if you hold it, it charges up. Wing stance is a good example of that. Unsheathed also, I believe, works with that. So if you use unsheathed, that will give you a bonus. Nothing that we use works with that. Now we might be interested in using Milady, maybe once we pick that up. And that's a big maybe. So there's this loot here. Milady scales well with quality. It does not have bleed, but it attacks quickly. Okay. So there's that. Which is not the loot that I was talking about. But it is loot that we want. So we'll go ahead and grab this. Got your Glint Blade Trio. From there, I'm gonna drop down. Grab this. We're gonna head back up. Let's keep an eye out for that. See if we can see it. See a path to it. It's not over here. It's over there. You know, we got a little bit of time, and we got a lot of stuff that's dead. So let's go check that. Let's figure this one out, shall we? Because I think I know what loot it is. And if it's the loot that I think it is, we get that a little later. Or is that it right there? That's it right there. Perfect. We can just drop down and grab this now. Bolts. All of that for some bolts. Alright, well, you got your bolts, people. Look, I had somebody complaining about a stone sword key from the base game. We need to grab those. I think that comes from later. Yeah, somebody was complaining. It was like, oh, you missed a stone sword key here. I was like, if we needed it, we got it. And so if we never got it, chances are we didn't need it. So yeah, that one there you get from up there, which comes after the castle. Okay. Oh, it all sort of kind of blends together. Oh, let's get a move on. We got stuff to do. We should have 1 to 2 attempts on Rellana. Rellana. They're sisters. Jesus, doesn't matter. No, that's a lie. It does matter. One casts magic, the other one doesn't. Well, I guess technically Rellana also casts magic. Alright, so we got this dude here. There's a bunch of dudes down here. Like way more than we want to deal with all at once. So if we can split them up, that'll be really helpful for us. But they like to throw pots, and we don't like to deal with that. Alright, well that helps. Alright. Well, we got lucky. That was a real good setup we got there. That was perfect for us. Great. So now we can go ahead and make our way inside here. And I believe that tower there is where we get Milady. So we want to go ahead and head over there. Like I said, Milady, good for quality builds. It's a light greatsword. No bleed, unfortunately. Not innately. We can put bleed on it, but it's not going to scale very well for us since we have basically no arcane. So, not the best option. Alright, so we got his armor. That's good. It's not the worst option for us, but it's not the best. It's not going to be a replacement for our Bloodhound Fang, but if you are getting tired of using Bloodhound Fang, which, look, we used it for the entire base game, basically the entire base game, except for like the first hour and a half, and very specific situations where we would need like a sacred sword or a strike weapon or something like that. Basically, we've been using Bloodhound Fang the whole time. So if you are getting tired of Bloodhound Fang, My Lady is a good choice to replace it. It's a weapon from the DLC. The damage is good. The weapon art is okay. Once we get wing stance, it becomes a little bit better. But again, there's still no bleed. But if that is irrelevant to you, then it's a good choice. Milady's a great weapon. I don't know if we're going to use it. All right, so no, that's wing stance. So where do we get my lady from? Did I miss a section of this keep? We normally get my lady before wing stance. Do I have it already? No, we haven't missed anything. Drop down here. That's where we come up. That's little side fort. It's the church that we get onto. Right, hold on, this is bothering me. Where is it? This is really bothering me. Okay, so it's in tower. That is right there. Now, how do we get to that tower? Bear with me one moment. Because either we can get to that from here, or that's, we get that later. But I'm gonna go double check. because I can't help the feeling that we're missing something. We're gonna go a little bit longer on this episode because my OCD is definitely kicked in. And I'm like, oh, we have to go check this. We have to see. All right, so there's the tower. I think that's Fog Fort. Hold on. Yeah. In my brain, I was like, you're missing something. You're missing a whole section. I was like, no, I can't be. I've got everything. How am I missing something? My brain was like, you're missing something. It's like, no, 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 I got everything. And my brain's like, no, you're missing something. And turns out, I think we missed something. All right. So there's that. Drop down here. Drop down here. And then we go up here. There it is. All right. Now my brain is satisfied. There we go. And then we can just go there, which is why I wasn't too worried about going back and getting that. Wait. We want to go here. Castle Lord's Chamber. I basically teleported us 10 feet to the left. No, we want the Castle Lord's Chamber. And this will put us right into the Rellana fight. Now, we got a gold summon sign here, which we can bring Letta in, which we're going to do. But let's go ahead and talk about this fight real quick before we get into it. I know we're a little bit over, so we're not going to go too in depth. When phase 2 starts, she's going to put lightning and magic enchantments on one of each of her swords. And then when she gets down to about 10 to 15% health, she's going to drop 2 moons and do a crash down. So you're going to jump moon 1, jump moon 2, jump crash down. If you don't do that, you die. That's pretty much the fight. Other than that, she is hyper aggressive. Getting Mimic out is going to be a challenge and a half. Getting out any summon is going to be a challenge. We're gonna get our buffs up first. We got Letta. We're gonna go in. She's basically gonna bum rush us from the start. And dodge, 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 dodge. Dodge, dodge. All right, Letta's engaged. So her attention's off of us for the moment. We're gonna get our Mimic out, and now we can engage the boss. She doesn't have all that much poise, so we can probably just bully her away. In this phase, her physical attacks don't do a lot of damage. It's not until she does her weapon enchantments that she really starts to get up some damage. Yeah, her magic sword, that hurts. So it's a very big telegraphed move, so you should be able to avoid it. All right, so now she's got her there we go. We'll give it one more shot. We'll give it one more shot. Otherwise, we'll just call the episode, and we'll start fresh here in the next one. And we don't need to activate Rykard's rune here. So we're just going to go ahead and go in. We'll get Mimic. We'll get Mimic. So she's probably getting ready to do her moon drop. So we're gonna go ahead and look out for that. We'll get back to engaging here. Oh, she's not gonna get it off. Okay. So that's unfortunate. No moon drop for us, but she's down. We'll pick up our paltry set of runes from before. And we don't really need the runes anymore. Like I said, we're kind of maxed out. If you took the time to farm up to 200 and you want to continue leveling, that's fine. I would suggest, though, leveling up your strength and dex together. And pushing that, if you really feel like you need more stat points, pushing that to 99. You're going to need that more than you're going to need vigor, just because damage is based on HP percentage. So the more HP that you have, the more damage that you're going to take, and it's going to make the game artificially more difficult for you. I would say staying at 200 is a good level to be at, basically up until like the new game 7, new game 8, when the bosses stop scaling. You don't need to go past like new game 7. You can go into new game 8 if you want, but the bosses aren't going to be more difficult. You're not going to need any more than 60 vigor for that. Level 200 is good for basically all content. So we're going to go ahead and leave it here, and I will catch you all in the next episode.